WUJM, St. Petersburg, 9 Jams.
Drum, foot on the hammer. Man, good morning, good morning. We right back in, man. It's King Jab, the voice people. We finna get let me know if y'all can hear me out there, man, on Facebook land. We live on the radio. How everybody doing, man? Y'all get a little wet, you know what I mean? Well, I know King Key, it's flooded. I know a couple people had to make a move when that water went to getting high. So I hope everybody all right. Let's never not take it serious, man. Let's always prepare for the worst because we never know. We never know. But post hurricane, man, and we fared pretty well. I think we'll be all right as a community as we recover. So shout out to the people out there and shout out to everybody. I pray everybody made it through. And now you have permission to eat all those hurricane snacks. Absolutely. I want to shout out to the brother Eric Jackson, man, with Story. Had a good conversation. I'm gonna get back with him today. Actually, re-entry, man, for convicted felons. Sysco Sysco. I went back into corporate America, y'all. I went and got a job on food and beverage experience. Got a job at Cisco. I got somebody. Oh, man, okay. Call you on the air. What's happening with it? I guess not. Interrupting my show. Interrupting my show. So yeah, back into corporate America. Why King Jab going back into corporate America? Because if you tell me you gonna pay me $100,000 to work in a warehouse, I want to see what it's about. I want to see what this be like. I'm shooting at it. I want to see what it is. You can't hear me, Yubi, or what? Let me know, bro. I want to see what it's about. So I want to see what it's about. And what my suggestion is, if you know any young men, convicted felons, just young men, man, out of high school and ain't really got no direction on what to do, go over there and look into this bag, man. It's not easy for you will be. I thought about it like this. See, I think I'm right now. I feel like I'm a practice squad running back. I feel like the practice squad running back, man. If you're a football player and you know that practice squad running back will have to run right up through that hole with the starting defense and no offensive line. He got wide receivers on the line for him. Yeah, I feel like a practice squad running back, but yeah, you're paid by performance. So what I'm seeing is ain't a lot of us from St. Pete over there, man. 15-minute drive. Literally, I'm there in 15, 20 minutes. Sun passing. I'm out of here. And you know, y'all go tap in, man. You know how to drive a forklift, go tap in, man. You feel like you want to grind it out and go see what that honey buy, go tap in. Somebody, you know somebody, man, because it's an opportunity. I'm still uh you know what I mean, in it is a hard job. It's not an easy job. They're not paying you 100,000 to sit there. You go be working, and a lot of people folding. That's why I'm telling you, y'all go check it out because it's a hard job. People fold every day. I mean, my hinges have been tested. My hinges already been tested. Like, yeah, for real. But hey, go check it out, man. Get out that get stuck out of that realm of that 15 to that $15. Like some y'all don't even want to pay you $15 now. Get stuck out that realm and go see what it's about because you might be working just as hard, making pennies right now. So yeah, go look at it and check that out. I want to say this to shout out to Fannie Mae, man, Rico Fannie. We'll call her Fannie Rico. Cause she dropping that Rico everybody, man. It came to my understanding that they got one of the Trump associates in the cell with the YSL. Yeah, man. And the crazy part about this, right? I'm gonna spin this, then I'm gonna spin around the block on it, right? Everybody out of jail, but the one black dude. And my take on that was, it is my take on that is it's like, and it's one of my takes on life too. It's certain positions and places you don't want to be in, and in the world, and just systematic racism shows that you are NIGGA, right? So, like when COVID hit, and you got young 25, 30-year-old males in there suffering from COVID, but then you got Granny over there 95, still smokes cigarettes, and she got the breathing machine, and it's not a choice. It's like, I'm not saying that's the choice, but during that COVID era, we seen that we weren't getting the treatment that other races was getting. When you go in that courtroom, you can go in there with the same charges as a white man, Spanish man, Indian male, any male, and it's a high percentage chance that your sentence is going to be more harshly or, or harshly and longer than those other males, because that's when you find out that you were in IGGA. So when you ride with Shay Whitey, when you ride with the Shay Whiteys, right, and y'all get hit with a Rico, and everybody bond out but you, well, that's a hell of a situation to find out that you was the NIGGA. But that was a hell of a situation because they left the little homie on stuck. They bonded right out and left us behind, right on stuck, man. We out of here, man. He's still back there, man. We gone. Hey, man. Hey, we out. So, yeah. Yeah, they left the homie on stuck. Sir Harrison Floyd, who remains incarcerated, he might be out by now. I don't know. Maybe they went and got him, but you know what I mean. That was just, yeah. He found out that he was a, yeah. You find out, like, yeah, you'll find out, boy, sooner or later that you ain't who you think you is. Shout out to the NIGGAs for Trump. Y'all go find out now. Don't even worry about it. And that's crazy because I'm watching the landscape of what's happening with the political field, and albeit that I guess I ain't gonna say I guess black people with a little bit of money in their pocket that like Trump, and it's kind of intriguing to me that it's not that you're liking the what the Republican Party is doing anymore because there's other Republican candidates. I'm not really into that. I didn't watch the debate, but there's other candidates who are all of Trump. So it's just kind of eerie. I know it's like a contingent of little black people with a little bit of money. I had a very interesting conversation. I ain't gonna say I had to lean back on a very interesting conversation in the barbershop. And it was about the one they left in jail. Yeah, they left little homie on stuff. They left the little homie on stuff. And so man, this is okay. So in the midst of indictments coming from PPP fraud, they say like indicted like 300 people, like kind of weird, like, I mean, I don't know how you decipher what's what, but I guess as anything, and I said that the ERC loans will be the next PPP. Um, if you alter documents, man, they gonna come see about you. You gotta alter a document, man, or somebody asking you to alter a document, or somebody asking you to sign an altered document. Guess what? It's your name on it. So yeah, but in the midst of all that going on, I came across this. Almost 500 IRS employees have been getting paychecks from big private firms during and after their time working for the government, according to an agency internal watchdog. So, and that was from the Treasury Inspector General for the Tax Administration, released Tuesday, found that 496 employees received income from a large accounting firm and corporations, either prior to joining or during their time at or after leaving the IRS. Well, Federico, man, we need you in the IRS. You need to send Federico right to the IRS building, man. What the hell y'all got going on? Okay, those IRS employees were from the IRS Chief Counsel Office, the Appeals Office, the Large Business and International Division, and the Large Business and International Division, which is now the spotlight as the IRS gears up with new funding to collect more taxes from wealthy people and big companies. I think that's the first line of yeah, it's definitely tampering. Like y'all getting the department for large businesses is getting paid by the law. Okay, let's see here. I ain't gonna even go all through that, but as investigations go down, as Granny said, what that mean? You point the finger at me and it's four fingers pointing back at you. It's four of them. It's four of them. Yeah, that's kind of weird, man. The whole situation is just I really ain't got much to even elaborate on it. I'm just saying, the citizen and elected officials should come on. I ain't gonna say elected officials. Hired government officials should come under the same scrutiny, the same guideline, the same sentencing guidelines as those that are being prosecuted for PPP fraud. That's it, straight up. So shout out to Coco out there beating them old women to sleep, man. They talking about she's serving too fast. Hey, it's like she watched King, like she watched, you know what I mean? Awful. That, yeah, she is that the right movie? With Serena and Venus them daddy. Like she watched the movie and used the same stretch. Man, go sit down, man. Shout out to them young black powerful young women, man. Beat them to sleep. Yeah, for real. For real. That's how I just yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, cause they taking over back over the game. I don't know if I ever told y'all, and my mama can confirm this. And I'm not gonna act like I went back there and shook hands. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna go that far into it now. But when I left St. Petersburg, when my mama moved me out of St. Petersburg, we left St. Pete, I think it was 85, 86, if I'm not mistaken. And we was living in Compton, California, from St. Pete to Compton. That's kind of yeah. Just Baghdad to Baghdad. Staying right off of Chester Avenue, and right behind our house was a Boys and Girls Club. I think I may have went into that Boys and Girls Club maybe once or twice. It just really wasn't my thing. But at that Boys and Girls Club in Compton, although I was back playing with Beatles on the string, them two young girls back there practicing was finna shake up the world. And yeah, yeah. So to get to the story why I'm talking about tennis, I want to shout out to the citizens of New York. They said that at the U.S. Open, it smelled like they were sitting in Snoop Dogg living room. Hey man, it's legal. How about that? Yeah. They say yeah, they got there blowing that thing and the wind is bringing it over there. The players said it was getting contact. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It wasn't even that hot. That went yeah for y'all old school people. Yeah, auntie now. The players said it was getting a contact on the courts because they had that pretty kind of midget light out there on it. Yeah, it was intriguing. They said they literally said the statement is court 17 definitely smells like Snoop Dogg's living room. And the thing about it, it's legal. It's legal for 20 adults 21 or older to possess up to 3 ounces of cannabis and up to 24 grams of concentrate. I don't know why you want to ride around with 3 ounces, but that's um although you might not like the smell, although you might not, lawyers, your funders, your lenders, uh, your good old boy network, they all participate in the sales of legal marijuana. So yeah, that's what it is. I don't even know if y'all know it or not. Like the good old boy network had its money into the prison system. Like prison systems was this. Hey man, we can always eat right here. We can always eat right here in the prison system. So for them to see and shift their money from the prison systems to the medical to the marijuana field, man, that showed me where the play was at. Because what happened? It's not federally regulated. So now they're raking in billions in cash. Your lawyers, your constituents, yes. The agricultural director. Man, the agricultural director, Nikki Freed, was part owner of Trulieve. Like, I don't even know how we let this stuff happen. Like we just blow it right up on it. Like, it just never happens. You're the agricultural director. You have a direct saying who get the license, and you're a part owner in the company that has the most dispensaries in the state of Florida. Ain't raking in bag, ain't no swiping no card. You need to go back there to the ATM, pay that. So guess what? You can't even count what they done flipped they bag to, man. Good old boy network. Your lawyers. Your boss, perhaps. Yeah. 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 Hey, I don't know which one of these I want to do first. Well, I'm gonna go this direction before I go to my little gangsters out there. It's mass shootings, y'all. I got a call from my daughter, and she was like, if I'm carrying, and the guy got all this body armor, and I want to shoot and defend myself, where do I shoot him at? It's a hell of a question that my baby asking me. No, daddy, I come right off. Hey, shoot him in his penis. Aim for the penis. Yeah, yeah. Aim low. Aim low because you just want to take him down. And that, you know what I mean? Belly button down. Because that's most of your armor is going to be belly button up unless you got a flap going down. Under the belly button down. But the most important thing about it is we got people out here like my brother Johnny, the gangster Johnny, the intellectual gangster brother Johnny, and my other brother Brian Harrell, and it's several other men. I just seen Shayna at the range. Um, and they're teaching or have the ability to teach our women how to defend themselves. At this moment, and it's not about uh, gender. It's about you have to know how to defend yourself and them kids whenever you go out in public. Whenever you go out in public, you gotta know how to defend yourself and your children. You need to know the steps to take how to defend yourself and your children. Women, men, you need to ensure that your woman knows how to protect herself and the children because we cannot be there. We can't be in Dollar Tree all the time. Like my wife might think I'm crazy. She's like, "I'm gonna go to the store. I'm all right. I'm gonna jump in the car and ride with you." And I be chilling, but it's just I try to minimize the less that she out in public by herself. So that's a very important aspect. Like, and I want us to take it serious. Like, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna push this because it's like it's not. You need to know how to defend. You need to know how to protect and protecting the kid. What are the steps if y'all in the mall, y'all walking down the middle and somebody starts shooting, so y'all go in the store now, y'all trapped in the store. What are you gonna do to ensure that you and the kids good? What are you gonna do? I let it pause there because I want, you know what I mean. I want to see where your mind stay at. Like, what are you, what is your play? And it's important to know because people are killing people with no mercy. It's um, it's sad. It's I don't know what I would do. I just you know what I mean. Like I don't know like what I would do if somebody hurt one of my babies, one of my grandkids. Like that bothers me. Like it bothers me that I have to worry about my daughter and my grandchild in Walmart. Do she know what to do if it pop off? Do the children know what to do? It's getting deep, y'all. So last year graduation, or maybe it was the year before, it was a young man, young lady, and they had their guns and they had graduation pictures, and it kind of went viral. And we kind of use the same negative undertone as we use with the legal weed. Oh, y'all smoking that weed. Oh, why they got them guns out? Wow. I'm sitting there watching a 9-year old white young lady target shooting tactically with different firearms. She in the video, she handgun to assault rifle to like she and y'all worried about it because they posing in the picture. How is they target you? How are they grouping? Like, do you know how to hit a target? Like that's like so like yeah, man. We got to stop doing it to each other and get in a mind state of preparation. I just pray and hate. I pray. Why I said pray and hate? I say I pray that we can get out of a mind state that it doesn't affect us until it happens to us and become prepared. And that's a lot of us right now, man. We won't move or we don't think it's stank because it ain't happened to us. It can happen to Miss Johnson right across the street. And you will be in your mind, oh, ain't no never happened to me. By what yeah. You don't even say, dang, if that happened right there across the street at Miss Johnson's house, that might man, I might need to tighten up. That can happen here too. So, yeah, we gotta get out of that mind state of it don't affect us until it happens to us. and get in the mindset of preparation. Of our women, our children, even ourselves, man. Like the the onslaught what to give black men felonies was to one imprison them, take their voting rights, and take their rights to bear arms. This is why it's important for women to defend women to defend themselves because it's not too many black men around them that do not have a felony. So now it's on y'all. It's on y'all. Now it's on y'all. Y'all have to defend the children and us. Because I think it was a brother in what Braden Palmetto, how home invasion, man, people breaking in his house. And he had a shooter. I think he killed one. I'm not sure how it went down. But they charged him with the murder. It came back and charged him as being a convicted felon around a firearm. So in that essence, he was supposed to just die. You supposed to go out there with your slingshot and die. Yeah, that was time to get out of the air right then. Eh? When you protect your house, they can't charge you with murder, but they charge you being a convicted felon. So it's either defend or die because you're a felon. You ain't got the right to defend yourself. Speaking of defending themselves, in match, two teams shot one dead at in St. Pete Adams. Um, there's two teams were shot. One has died after the case happened on Wednesday. Turned to according to the police, 12:30 p.m. An altercation occurred between two groups in the alley near 6th Avenue South between 29th and I don't know if y'all really dug into what I just said. I know I might have went offline on Facebook for a little minute, but the little gangsters is around here having shootouts. My little gangsters around here hanging out the window, slamming that thing at the police. Gangsters wilding, man. Like these kids, man. Scared of somebody deal. Either you scared of somebody, but if somebody don't deal with them, there is a person called a correctional officer. A judge is the senator and a correctional officer that is trained to deal with you. That's all we do. We deal with y'all. Families of generations. Well, in North Florida, you got the mama, the daddy, the grandkids, the nephews, the whole family work in the prison. Um, it's kind of weird because with all the gangster stuff going on in St. Pete, I don't think that people actually. I think in a society of virtual reality and AI, I guess, and the realistic video games, like you driving through the city of of Los Angeles. I think that the word consequence has been at a loss. Like we lost the thought process of it may be a consequence behind my action. We lost that. And speaking from my personal story, because this is maybe this is why this is kind of touching to me because I was 23 at the age of 23, 24, I think, indicted by the feds. The federal compound 2425, Fort Dix, New Jersey. A little gangster. For real, a little gangster. But the difference between me and the little gangsters that's going to prison now at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is I had actually been in a fight. I had actually been trained to fight, not professionally trained, but we get in the hood and we get with that person that know martial arts and we train. Or we get with that guy that, and then we go get with the homie that box and we go put the gloves on and we train. And we chunk and we probably had multiple concussions, but we got in the paint. So when it came for my time to hit that compound, I was never scared of getting in the paint. I'm the only child, man. My mind stayed a little bit different because I'm ready to fight you, your brother, your older sister, and your cousin your age. Because I already know I got to fight all y'all, so y'all might well just line it up. Let's run it. Or however y'all want to do it, let's just do it. But Lil Gangster, man, you blaming at the police. Man, when you get to prison, is you got the hand skills, you got feet skills, you got a ground game. Cause right now y'all can't even beat the little white boys, man. Cause you man, the white boy gonna get you on the ground and choke the life out your man. Yeah. Do you even have a ground? Do you not defend yourself from the bottom? No, I mean, I pray you do. I ain't gonna say no, you don't. I don't. Ain't no blocks. Ain't no switches. Ain't no stendos where you finna go at, bro. And when you get there, you have variables that you got to deal with. Your first variable, and I don't know if you realize it or not. It's not funny, but it's the cold-hearted truth. Your first variable is you're going to a prison where older men have become sexual predators. So now the old heads is preying on the younger dudes because they ain't going nowhere. So they're predators. So now if you ain't gamed up on how to fall into the trap, or if you do fall into the trap and old head pressing you, can you defend yourself? You can't defend your back end. What? If you can't defend your back end, mama go hear the change in your voice, homeboy. She go hear that little bit of bass go out your voice. I'm just keeping it real with you. Because you can't defend yourself, bro. And there's predators in there, so if you fall in the game, you in trouble. Which puts you to another variable. So not to fall susceptible to the predators, now y'all in here joining gangs. Now y'all in Florida State Prison. This gotta be the clownish. Man, listen here, bro. 85 moved to Compton, man. From St. Pete, man. You can't tell me about you got brought home in no damn Florida State Prison and you blood or you crip. Man, get out my face, man. Y'all fools, man. You talking about you from Grape Street, man. You can't even go to Grape Street. People out there gonna kill you, man. You go out there with that foolishness, man. Y'all going to prison, and y'all only joining these games because y'all have numbers now. So now you got 25 other soft Negroes with you. Yeah, so it takes 25 of y'all to make 5 good men. That's really what happened. And that keep the predators off you. So now you fall in that. And when you fall in that, so now you're in a situation where you might have to jack off your time to prove to these jokers. So now you're doing things that You ain't even built for them, bro. Like your cloth, your fabric, the fabric of your soul ain't even built for this. You talking about you a gangbanger. You don't went to prison. You can't defend yourself, bro. You cannot defend yourself. A lot of y'all out here shooting each other, man. Like, okay, Jit just opened up, killed the 17-year-old in the alley. Bro, you going to prison. Now, what happened when, okay, you done killed these people's brother? So now when you get to prison, your own St. Pete homeboys ain't messing with you. Because they want to put the hit on you. Because you don't get, because such and such cousin up here. His first cousin, man, I grew up with, man, you killed my cousin. You finna hit the compound. We out here ready for war, bro. You ain't even got a knife. You ain't got a knife. These boys out here ready for war. You done killed his cousin in a shootout, being a little gangster. Now you hit the compound, and your own homeboys from St. Pete ain't messing with you. So now guess what? You over there with the wolves, bro. You over there with the wolves, the predators. That's when they start religion switching and I can't be a blood, so now I'm gonna be a GD. All this is clown. Like you basically right. And I wish I could just really just get in the chest of all these young men and tell them that like if I could walk in a room with 100 jits right now, probably the first thing I do is put on some boxing gloves and set another pair of boxing gloves right on the table and say whoever want to run it, man, y'all line up. First man up on the gloves. I want to see exactly how many people out them 100 jits go actually go get in the line. Because guess what? Where you going? It don't matter you 18, bro. I've been in here 10 years and I've been lifting weights. I'm in great shape. And I want your cocktail fruit. I wasn't supposed to say that. I was supposed to be serious about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. I can't even be serious the whole time, man. Yeah, for real. And there's so many alternatives. 9 times out of 10, these young men, 21 years old, jumping out of cars, running from the police because they got a gun and can go get a permit to carry the gun. You jumped out, flee and elude, committed the felony while in possession of the gun when you weren't even a felon. Because y'all don't even know the game. Y'all don't even know the rules of the playing field y'all want to play on. Y'all don't know the rules. Y'all, if I just think that when it come back around to it, I'm gonna lay it back on us as parents. And this is a hard one for me to do because my wife and I have dealt with a team that want to do what the hell they want to do. And I know what the system is. I know how the system throws them back at us. I know that this is why I look gangster them doing that, y'all. Like it ain't all the blame on the gangster now. But this is why. I'm gonna give you a reason why the gangster falling for the trap, right? Look at, oh my God, I'm bumped. My bad. It's the reason why the gangster falling for the trap. Because when the gangster was 15, 14, 15, and mama dealing with him, and he out of control, and she calling the police, it ain't nothing she can do. He get in trouble, go to jail, and mama say, no, he's responsible for what he did. He needs to stay in jail. I'm telling you, first hand experience. The sheriff is at your door, and you need to come to jail and get your child. No, hell no, y'all keep him. No, you're going to go to jail if you don't come to the jail and get your child. It's no, it's just a joke. It's a joke. They put them in that. They do that little 21 days. They really think that's what make them think they're the little gangsters. They feel like they done did a bid, and then the parents, us as parents, we have no way to utilize the system to assist us in raising our unruly teenagers. So we have to resort to doing what we think is best. Which I say that's why it's tough for me to throw this back on the parents, but we have to try to take control and utilize the entire village if necessary. And maybe we just got to do a little bit more before we throw our hands up on our own kids, man. Just a little bit more. It's one thing I learned about our children. Well, we can tell them the same sentence 100 times. And damn Dion has said on a Snapchat video on there, like, oh, that was so prophet. I just, no, man. But that's the thing about it. Sometimes it's the messenger. You know what I mean? Sometimes they just don't want to take it from you. Sometimes you're not the one that purvey that message. I'm sorry, y'all. This is so really bothering me. For those out there that can't, if you see me on Facebook, but my mouth touched this microphone, so I'm gonna put hand sanitizer on my lip. Hey man, I'm pretty get ready to get up out of here, man. I thank y'all for listening. Um, if you got a young man out there you think need to hear this speech, or you need me to holler at him, or you need one of my kings to holler, I got a whole clique of homeboys, man. I got a whole clique of homeboys, and I'm gonna show them how to get some money. I'm gonna show them how to do, like, okay, what you like to do? You like to make beats? Guess what I know? As long as you stay according to the game, I'll give them my resources. Oh, you like to fix houses? Guess who I know? Yeah. I mean, I'm available, man. I'm always available for my community. I try. Um, I'm priorities in the community, but I am available. Yeah. And I thank y'all. I thank y'all for listening to me. And for real, man. Them young men out there, if young ladies, young men, if they need somebody to talk to, man, or you know what I mean, you want to play in this transmission in this show, the show of the voice of the people today. Yeah, please play it to them, and if you need from my services, I'm with all that, man. I'm with all that when it comes to our kids because I want them to be aware of what they getting into. So now, if you're going to continue down your path, it's what your path entails. If this route you're going, I'm gonna show you where we're going with it. And that's it. So thank you for listening. Thank y'all for y'all ear. I know y'all miss me. I'm glad to be back. I don't know if y'all know this now. A little bit over, but I'm finna bring Adrian on in. But ain't one thing, it's another. But this is coming up on my 2 year anniversary doing this. So I think I'm gonna do an anniversary show next week, man. Um, I'm looking to have a special guest, uh, and I might do an anniversary show and just shut the heck up. So yeah, this is the voice of the people, man. Thank y'all for the ear, for 2 years of listening ear, and I appreciate it. We out.
WUJM, St. Petersburg, 9 jams.
Total Praise, that's right, Total Praise, broadcasting live each and every